Welcome to the assembly video for the KAMEN AMERICA statue tier. If you're seeing this link in this video, it means that you are one of the 4 or 6 people who received there, so congratulations. There's a couple of instructions that we need to post regarding its assembly, so just pay very close attention and watch this video first before doing anything. So your box will come like this, and when you open it, you'll notice that it comes in a couple of parts. Everything is already manufactured and assembled, but it does require you to glue them together. We do recommend a super glue because of the type of material that's used. You can use something stronger like an epoxy, but for our purposes, we're just gonna be using normal super glue. That's how we've assembled ours, and it turned out great. Once you take the foam pieces apart, you're gonna notice that they come into 2 parts. We've already separated here the base from the sash that she has. When you take out the main body over here and place it over onto the stand, you're gonna notice that it seems like it doesn't fit perfectly in place. That's because of the way it's designed. It's supposed to have a little bit of distance apart so that the tension can actually pull it closer to the stand and give it a little bit more rigidity. So all you have to do is just put a little bit of force and you can actually move the leg into that position. Here you can see it with just a little bit of force. I was able to spread it and put the legs where they need to go and the feet in the base, so you can actually see it right there. So just a little bit of tension is all you need to put it in there. And then if you want, you can take a dab of super glue and put it in there if you want some more rigidity on the base to hold the legs in place. We're not going to go into much detail on the arms because frankly, you can arrange the arms however you want. The sash, there is a kind of a position that's the best, but it is crucial that you get the head correct. If you'll notice around the neck, you're going to see a star. That corresponds to where her earring is on her left ear. So even though with the head, there's many places that you can put it, theoretically, if you wanted to face her a certain way, there was a position that was intended in mind. And it was so that when you put the head on, that it would actually correspond with where her earring is. So we're gonna go ahead and put it on to show it to you guys. Okay, so now that we've put the head on, you can actually see what we mean. By putting the head on the way that we did, you'll actually see that there's the earring over there. It's almost touching her left ear, the ear that's on our right, and you can kind of see that it's kind of at an angle. So you might want to practice first, making sure that when you put it on that it corresponds to there. It is a bit of an optical illusion because if you'll notice, her other earring is over here, but it is actually attached to her hair. And that is how our sculptor was able to achieve the effect without having to create so many parts. The last piece that we're going to show you is the sash. Now the sash, again, it can look like it can go in a variety of ways simply because, well, hey, it's a sash, which means that the wind can blow it depending on how you see fit. But the way that our sculptor had it in mind was that the longer S piece, the curve, is actually touching the base. That will add a little bit more rigidity to it if you choose to glue it down. Now, for our purposes, we actually did not. I actually used a pretty strong super glue and just put it in place. So if you're wondering how we would recommend doing it, it would be with the S part pointing downwards towards the base. You can either have it touching or you can have it, again, pretty stuck firmly in here. Hold it for a little bit so that the glue can harden, and then you're not gonna have that problem. But, you know, if you want that extra security, you can put a little bit more down here if you want. But this is the position that we recommend. And again, we'll show you how it looks like when it's completed when we put the arms on. Again, the arms can go at kind of any angle that you want, but there is an angle that we think looks best. Obviously, you put the left arm where her left arm is, right arm where the right arm is. And this is how it looks like when it's fully completed. So the only parts that we didn't show you are the placements of the arms. And again, depending on your preference, you can have them positioned however you want them. Some people might like it where this wrist is more towards the front or more towards the back. That's gonna be completely up to you. There is kind of a pivot to it. So there's a little bit of an angle choice. So that is going to be up to you. Depending on which statue you got, sometimes the cuffs might be done separately. That's just a choice made by our sculptor. Again, you don't have to worry about it. It's not a defect. It's just something that some models come with and others don't. But again, everything is able to adhere with glue. So we want to thank you again for helping us and backing the campaign. And if you were one of the 6 lucky people who got it, please enjoy. We hope that you enjoyed as much as we had creating it, and you really have an authentic masterpiece as far as the merchandise in our KAMEN AMERICA universe. So thank you again. Have a good one. Bye.